What is going on, guys? I am SceptileMC George, and today I'll be bringing you another Pokemon Showdown live in the OU tier. However, this is a different OU because there is a suspect test going on. Hoopa Unbound is actually being suspect tested, and a team I'll be using to try out the OU suspect test is a team I use with Lars or El Scissor on his channel. If you want to check out that video, will be in the description below. It's on his laddering series, but anyways, this team. It's one major weakness we discovered was Choice Scarf Hoopa Unbound really just tore a hole through it. And now that Hoopa is being suspected, this team can actually really thrive. So I did a couple battles to ladder myself up with it, and it's doing pretty well. I think I have one loss right now. But anyway, Mega Sceptile with the Leaf Storm, the Dragon Pulse, the HP Fire, and the Earthquake with the Naive Nature. The Earthquake is for Heat Trance, HP Fire for Ferrothorns, and then 2 stabs, and Leaf Storm is just unstoppable. Next up, we got Water Hazard, the Crawdon with Crab Hammer, Knockoff, Aqua Jet, and SD, the most common set in the world for Crawdon in this tier. Don't really have any other description for it. This thing absolutely destroys walls and stall and just everything like that. Next up, we have Lufthansa, the Latios. Lufthansa is airplane in German, if you did not know that. We have Draco Meteor, the Psyshock, the Recover, and the Defog. Just a standard Latios set. I don't really think I need to explain it any more than that. Next up, we have Kartoffel, the Choice Scarf Heatran. The only thing this thing used to have that I changed is Overheat over Fire Blast. I actually lost my game I lost with this team because I had to go for Overheats to win, and I would have won the game if I had gone for Fire Blast to win, but I didn't have Fire Blast, so I'm deciding to run the Fire Blast over Overheat. I know that's a tiny bit of a power loss, but overall I can handle it. The Flash Cannons for stab, the Earth Powers for other Heatrans, and like the Mega Man X-Tricks and etc. And then the Stone Edge is for the specially defensive Talonflames because they take ancient powers like savages apparently. It just does more. So that is that. And next up, I have a specially defensive Scizor Proto with the U-turn, the Bullet Punch, the Superpower, and the Roost. Specially defensive set. I've never used a special defensive Scizor before. I've only used a physically defensive one to deal with Weaviles or the Mega Scizor. So this is actually pretty interesting. I actually really like this set. It actually walls a decent amount of things. And then the last one is Sharknado, Tank Chomp, the standard Tank Chomp set, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, the Fire Blast, and the Stealth Rock. So without further ado, let's just get right on into the OU suspect test. We got to find our team though. Lars right there. And let's see what we get first off. So Diggersby though. We have a Kieran Black. Kieran Black also causes this team a lot of issues. However, if it doesn't have HP Fire, Proto can wall it. He also has the Jirachi, the Diancie, Keldeo, and the Landorus. So I'm gonna lead off with Heatran, actually expecting him to want to lead off with his Diancie. He leads off with Keldeo. That's an interesting lead. Latios is an extremely safe switch into the single turn on the timer. Latios is an extremely safe switch into this thing. He can't do anything to me. He just goes for Scald. I guess he can get the burn. He does not though. And to be honest now, I'm thinking of making a double switch early on just because he's either going to go into his Diancie or his Jirachi. Both of which really do wall my Latios. Now, I can go into Kartoffel, or I can go into Garchomp. I'm thinking Kartoffel is my much better play right here, as he does go into Jirachi. So, what is he going to do here? Now, he doesn't know I'm Choice Scarfed, and if he is Choice Scarfed, he definitely outspeeds me, so I don't want to go for Fire Blast, or do I want to go for Flash Cannon, predicting him to go, will this thing be Choice Scarfed? That's the question I need to have. He has a Diggersby and a Landorus, both of which could be Choice Scarfed. You know what? I'm thinking this thing's more of a Spadef spread. I'm going to click Fire Blast, as he makes a switch out into Landorus. Going to do a whole chunk of damage to this Landorus. That's a lot of percent. That is a lot of percent, but he doesn't. He might have the Rocky Helmet. Judging by how he switched, that's just definitely a bulky set, not a Choice Scarf set, because he would have just U-turned out then. So this could be potentially be his Choice Scarf Pokemon. So I'm going to go into Garchomp right here. It is bulky. If he wants to U-turn, he will take the Rocky Helmet and the other shit. So instead, he just goes for his rocks right here. That's fine. I can go for my own rocks because he doesn't have a way to deal with it. That does a lot of damage. Oh my god. So it looks like Garchomp's going to be going down here. Oh my god. I did not expect that to do nearly that much. But I can Fire Blast or I can Dragon Tail him out right here. And to be honest, I want to Dragon Tail him out. I don't want him to think that he gets initiative. I know he probably has the Rocky Helmet. He does not. As we get him out into Jirachi, as this is a special defensive Jirachi, and I think we outspeed special defensive Jirachi. So I could just click Earthquake. I actually think Earthquake is my best play right here. It'll do a lot of damage to anything. So as of now, we're actually putting a lot of pressure on him because we Dragon Tailed him out into this thing. He actually goes out into Landorus here. Pretty good play on his part. I could have gone for Fire Blast, but I didn't want to risk it. I am going to go for Fire Blast now, though. Just take out the Landorus, and that is a huge threat out of the way. Landorus is just, in general, a massive threat. I don't know what its set was. Judging by how much damage it did, it was an Earth Plate set, I would say, because it did almost half to a Garchomp, and Garchomp has incredible defense. So, and HP stat, actually. It has an incredible HP stat as well. I wonder what he's going to go into now. What is he going to go into now? Goes into Keldeo. And I can sack this thing off or I can make a switch. I think I'm just going to sack it off, though. I'm just going to go for the Earthquake right here. He's probably going to go for Scald. He goes for Secret Sword. Is he leftovers? No, he's not leftovers. Secret Sword. I can go into Latios and... or I can go into Sceptile. And my much better play is going into Sceptile, I think, because I can take a Choice Scarf hit. And I'm actually just going to click the Earthquake right here, expecting him to want to switch out into his Jirachi. He knows I outspeed him, and he knows I have the Leaf Storm. And he goes into Diancie, actually, which is honestly just as good. I don't mind that. We're going to do a lot of damage to Diancie. And I can actually just click Earthquake again as he Mega Evolves, and we take out the Mega Diancie. So that is another huge threat just out of the way. And it looks like, as he goes into Gigamon HD, now he doesn't have a Choice Scarf in the form of Landorus or Jirachi, so this, I'm assuming, is most definitely going to be his Choice Scarfer. And I don't see him going for Earth Power. He's not going for HP Fire. I'm going to go into Scizor. That is my safest play. That is the switch. My Scizor only really walls the Kieran Black if it doesn't have HP Fire. But if he goes for HP Fire and I switch out into Heatran, he knows I'm an offensive Heatran. So, yeah, I don't think he would go for HP Fires. He pulls a double switch, predicting me to go out into Tran as I go out into Proto, and I'm just going to click the Superpower because I don't want to deal with this thing. He goes for Fire Punch. I didn't expect him to have the Fire Punch. Did not expect him to have the Fire Punch. I'm not going to lie. No idea he was going to bring that move. Didn't even know they... I mean, obviously, they get Fire Punch, but I didn't think he would bring it. Okay. Wow. That is huge. I should have made a switch into Heatran predicting... Well, I predicted Earthquake. So, I made the right play in my eyes. I didn't expect him to carry Fire Punch, but I guess I don't know what Diggersby do. Diggersby. I haven't faced you since early XY. What the fuck do I do now? I can go into Kartoffel. I can fire off a Fire Blast. Fire Blast hits everything on his team for hard damage. The Keldeo can come out after, but I still have my Lufthansa. Or I can go into Crawdaunt and just go for an Aqua Jet. If I go into Crawdaunt, I don't think I would Aqua Jet. I would knock off. No, I outspeed him with everything. He would sack this thing off in a heartbeat. I'm in a tricky situation. I'm going to go into Kartoffel. Kartoffel's my play. And I'm just going to click Fire Blast. I'm going to play it safe here because I've made a lot of predictions this game already. And some have turned out in my way and some haven't. And I'm just going to play it safe. Now I'm going to click Fire Blast. He stays in and we take him out. So that is a huge threat gone. And whew. He's going to go into Keldeo now. And do I want to stay in? Sack this thing off? What is this preventing? This is preventing him from just locking himself into Ice Beam and winning with Kieran Black. So, I can go into Latios, or I can go into Crawdon. He's definitely going to go for a Secret Sword. Definitely going to go for a Secret Sword. I really think I'm going to sack off Crawdon. I think that's just my much better play. I'm thinking he's a Choice Scarf variant. Let's think about it like this. If I sack this thing off, he can go into Kyurem on my Mega Sceptile or my Latios and go for Ice Beam. But then I just go for... Well, either this thing is Scarfed or his Kyurem is Scarfed. And to be honest, Keldeo is more likely to be Scarfed. So I'm going to click the Fire Blast right here. We actually outspeed, so this is not a Scarfed Keldeo. Goes for Secret Sword, takes out. That is a Choice Specs Keldeo. Which means that... I'm going to go into you. I think that was the wrong play to make. To be honest, I do. I went for Earthquake the last time against him. Gonna make that play again? No, I'm just gonna go for Leaf Storm. Go for Leaf Storm. Take out that Keldeo. There we go. Whew. So he has lost his counter to my Crawdon, which is great. And so what is this thing going to do to me? Now, I don't need my Mega Sceptile anymore. Honestly, Latios is probably more expendable than Mega Sceptile is, if I had to be honest. But if he's Choice Scarf and goes for Outrage, I think he just wins. Oh my god, I might have fucked up royally with that. I'm going to go into Latios here. I'm really hoping he's not Choice Scarf with Outrage. Oh my god, I think he is. I think we fucked up by sacking our Heatran there. We didn't need Latios and Mega Sceptile. We just got to hope that we can take this hit. Crawdon has to be able to take this hit or we just royally fucked up. And he doesn't. Oh my god. I don't believe I threw that game away. I should have kept Heatran around. I should have kept Heatran around. Yep. Really should have kept Heatran. It's my mistake. My mistake there. I expected the Keldeo to be Choice Scarfed. Not the Kyurem, to be honest. But anyway, you win some, you lose some. It's fine. Let's see what we got here. So we got an interesting team. We got Mega Heracross, which you don't see too often nowadays. I know that for a fact. You see Clefable, Superior, Heatran, nice Fire Water Grass core with a Bisharp and Clef. Okay, what's his lead going to be? He's either going to lead off with Rotom is his best lead. He can lead off with Clefable, I'm guessing. Clefable actually does work against my team, except for against Kartoffel. But honestly, I'm really thinking my best lead is just trying to get up my rocks because he doesn't have Defog, so I'm going to lead off with Sharknado right here. If he goes off with Rotom, that's fine with me. He goes off with Clefable. And if I go for rocks, they're here to stay, so I'm just going to click rocks, see what he goes for. He does his own rocks, so that was a good play on my part. I didn't switch out. I'm going to go into Kartoffel here. I can either go into Kartoffel or Proto. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Kartoffel. Which means he's just going to go for Moonblast. And now I know he's not going to stay in, so I'm actually going to make a double switch into my Sceptile. Because he's going to go into Rotom here, so I can get off my Mega Evolution. And then I'm going to click Leaf Storm. Are you kidding me? You're T-waving a Heat. Are you fucking serious? Who does that? Who does that? That is cancer right there. That is fucking cancer. I'm sorry if anyone does. I don't take cancer for granted. I promise. Promise that. But that is bullshit. Who makes that play right there? Who makes that play? As now he's just gonna go for a Moonblast. I'm gonna go in a Scizor. That's so fucking annoying. I'm done. I'm done. I should just give up now. I'm just gonna U-turn out. I'm slower. I'll get off the slow U-turn. That's fine with me. He goes into Heatran. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Let's go into Crawdon. If I SD up, goes into Rotom. I'm just gonna click Knockoff. I'm not gonna SD up now. I don't think I can SD up now. No, I probably could. Nah, because he has the superior. He just goes into that after I kill the Rotom and he just revenges me. But I'm not losing this game yet by any means. It's not at that point. But the fact that he got that that damage on me was or that T-Wave on me was really unfortunate. I'm going to knock off again. Take out the Rotom. I'm not going to SD up yet. Don't want to do that. Goes into Heracross, and maybe I should have SD'd, honestly, but hindsight 2020, I guess. I'm going to make a switch into Proto here because I am bulky. I know I can take a Pin Missile. So what he's going to go for is he SDs up. Bro, what are you doing? What's your plan here? Is my Garchomp more useful than Proto? I think it is. I really think it is. I'm just going to get off a BP on this thing. Get off a BP. Nice 26% on it. He's going to go for CC and take me out. That's fine. It's not a problem. I do have my Latios just kind of chilling here in the back. Just go into that. And I could click Psyshock. Just going to go into Tran or Bisharp. So I'm going to make a double, I think. I know I'm making a double around a +2 Heracross, but I don't think he wants to lose his Heracross yet. So Water Hazard is definitely my double switch to make right now. If he wants to sack it off, then I lose the game. But yep, there we go. Goes into Bisharp. And I'm just going to click Crab Hammer. This is an unfortunate game right here. T-Wave 2 of my Pokemon. Like turn fucking 4. Like, Jesus Christ. Crab Hammer just takes out that Bisharp. There we go. Nice and dead. Nice and dead. Goes into Superior. I'm really hoping it's not the Subseed set. But I am just going to make a switch out here. I'm just going to... Honestly, just going to go into Heatran. If he has HP Ground to deal with Heatrans, then that's fine with me because I have the Fire Blast. And I am just obviously going to go for it right now. As he makes a switch out into his own Heatran, I'm not going to make an over prediction again with a +2 Pokemon. Can't do that too often. That's not something I want to do. But what I can do now is just go... I can sack off my Sceptile. I was not doing anything this match anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sack off Sceptile, get a safe switch into Garchomp to where I can just fire off some EQs, I guess. He goes for Earth Power. As he still has not revealed an item, so maybe we can get off a Mega Evolution here and just drop an EQ on something. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. He is actually choiced, it appears, so... Okay. Okay. I'm going to do a big 31% to Clefable. Nice. Nice and damage. Nice and damage. Followed by a... I want to go for Leaf Storm. It's not going to do anything. See, T-Waves giving me that plus special attack, and we Leaf Storm, and we take that thing out. Fuck you and your T-Wave and Clefable, you fucking asshole. That's right. That's what you get. Mega Sceptile's too big of a savage. Now we're gonna HP Fire. I don't care if he takes me out. Yep. Take out my Pokemon. I don't mind. I don't mind at all at this point. That just made me so happy. That just made me so happy to see. Ooh, I'm so happy right now. See, I'm just gonna drop a Draco, I think, because he's gonna go out in a Heatran. I don't want to stay in after I drop a Psyshock on him, so I'm just gonna drop a Draco so that eventually I can drop more Dracos. Oh my God, that big damage, As he's probably Choice Scarfed, actually, so I'm going to get hit by a Flash Cannon here, which I don't want to do. What's the most expendable mon on my team right now? Might be Crawdon, honestly. Just because if he goes for a Flash Cannon here, which I'm expecting him to do, Crawdon might live it. Nah, he doesn't, but it's fine. Because now I can just go out into my own Heatran. And... I'm just going to click Earth Power. I feel like that's a good play. As he outspeeds me because he's a Choice Scarf variant. Speed type, that's fine. I don't mind that. He's going to go out into his Heracross right now. And I'm going to sack off my Garchomp to this wonderful Pokemon right here. So he goes for SD. SD's up in my face. And I'm going to click Fire Blast. Goes for Pin Missile. That is actually going to be able to take me out because of that +2. fine. I don't really mind. I don't want to have to hit 2 Fire Blasts. I'm going to go into Latios right here, and I'm just going to go for a Psyshock, actually. Because I know I can take out the Heracross from this range, as well as I can do a lot of damage to the Superior. I don't want to drop a Draco and then I miss and have to rely on 2 Fire Blasts. That's not going to be what I want to do. So, I'm just going to go into Serp now. And to be honest, I can just click Psyshock. Because after his Life Orb, he'll be in range of Flash Cannon. He goes for Dragon Pulse, just takes me out. It's fine. I'm going to go into Kartoffel now. We are at 19%. We can take one more hit, I'd say. I'm just going to go for Fire Blast and take him out. I hope I can, at least. See what he does. I know I outspeed him, and he can't do anything to me. It's actually a good game. It's a pretty good game. And Fire Blast just goes off and takes him out. So that was a good game, bro. I don't like your Clefable, though. You're an asshole for that. Just a fucking dick. But, you know, that's fine. Let's find another one, and good luck. Have fun. You too. And so let's see. So he has a Thundurus. This is actually a very scary team. Mega Sharpedo, I'm guessing. This is a very offensive team as well. But what is his lead? Either the Scolipede or the Garchomp is going to be his lead, in my opinion. What do I want to do? I guess just get up my rocks. Seems like a good play. Scolipede is his lead, so I can Dragon Tail him out after. I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks right here. And I'll start the timer. What is he going to do? Goes for a layer of Toxic Spikes. That is annoying. I'm going to have to defog those away. And I'm just going to click Earthquake right here. So he gets up 2 layers, actually, which is fine. I don't mind that. As he's definitely going to Baton Pass here. But it'll probably be into something like his Azumarill, or we're just going to try to get some damage off. He does actually make a hard switch into Thundurus. I didn't want to go for a Dragon Tail there, just in case he wanted to Baton Pass into a Azumarill. I just want to get damage off on it. But maybe I don't have to spin those away, because this, it doesn't affect me too much. It only affects my Sceptile, my Crawdon, and my Garchomp, which is already in. Anyway, the switch into Heatran is really obvious, so I'm going to actually go for Dragon Tail. That's exactly what happens. He decides to try to set up on me. Switch him out into a Azumarill. If he's not banded, we can actually take a Play Rough. And I don't like Azumarill, so I'm actually just going to click Earthquake and get off a huge amount of damage. Gets the Citrus Berry, goes for Play Rough, can't take us out, and he takes a huge amount of damage with our items and stuff. I'm going to go for Earthquake again, not over predicting. I already predicted around the Thundurus. Don't want to predict around the Azumarill. He goes into Thundurus this time, and we can actually save our Garchomp because anything touches us and they take a shit ton of damage. So I'm going to actually make a switch out. I go Kartoffel or Proto. Proto actually will take the hit even better because of its investment, as he goes for HP Ice this time. Not going to be doing enough. And I'm just going to... What speed do you have? 353? I'm just going to U-turn out. If he actually T-Waves me, that is... I love this game so much. This game loves me too. I know it does. As he's going to Nasty Plot here, we're going to U-turn, bring him out. And I can go into Kartoffel to take it, or I can go into Mega Me, just outspeed him, but I would get Toxic on my Sceptile then. But I can also just go for a Dragon Pulse and then proceed to really hurt his team with this thing. So I think actually Mega Me is the thing to do, because I want to get that Mega Evolution off. He actually can't even T-Wave me. I would want him to T-Wave me, but that's not what's going to happen. Dragon Pulse is just going to come out, take out the Thundurus, and Mega Sceptile is going to get a kill. So, he can go out into the Scizor. He actually can't go out into anything. The Garchomp can take a Dragon Pulse, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't want to. Goes out into a Azumarill. I'm not sure why he went out into a Azumarill. I think an Earthquake can actually just take you out. We have 256 attack. This was 296, but it was Stab. How much did Earthquake do to a Azumarill? 47%. I want to calc it. Because I don't want to go for Leaf Storm if I don't have to. I don't want that drop, though. So, just gonna see how much it'll do to UU all-out attacker. Actually, nope. Like a Sceptile. OU all-out attacker. And against an Azumarill, which is a belly drum set. Earthquake does 25 to 30% on a non-invested in HP, which usually the belly drum is. I'm just gonna go for Earthquake. He does go for Aqua Jet anyway. Earthquake does take him out, so he was not invested. If he was, it was a roll. If he had that 92 investment, then it was not a roll. So he would have had to run max HP, which isn't common on the belly drum sets anymore, just to outspeed things like Rotom. But I'm gonna keep this thing. I'm just gonna go out, switch directly into Garchomp because I want as much damage on this thing as possible, as this thing is a, oh my god, this thing's a massive threat to my team. Oh lord. Oh my god. We get swept. No, we don't. Holy shit, this is a problem though. Gotta go into Garchomp right here. I'm praying it's not the Mega. I'm praying the Scizor is the Mega. Really am praying that. I'm just going to click Earthquake right here. It's my best play. He is the Mega. He's going to go for a Hydro Pump. That's probably better, to be honest, that he's a special variant. Crawdaunt can definitely take a hit, but I want Proto to take the hit and just U-turn right out of here. I know I can OHKO with U-turn. There we go. So we take that thing out. The fact that it was special actually helped us because Proto does not have as good physical defense. He's going to end the battle right there. And let's just do one more. Because I've only done 3, I want to do a couple more. I do like this team a lot. It's fun to use. As ORAS is actually going to come out. I don't think I'm too high on the ladder, so I guess we do face things like this. But I'll get high on the ladder on the OU suspect test, I guess. Try to get some good lives for you guys. But anyway, let's see what we got here. We got Garchomp in the back. Get up at rocks, I guess. ORAS could honestly be the lead, though. But we have Scizor if it is the lead, so we're going to go into that. Goes into Mega Altaria. That is no bueno. Make a switch into Scizor here. Mega Evolves. Does he go for a return? He goes for Body Slam, so it is a bulkier variant. And now, to be honest, I just want to see if he has the Fire Blast or not. So I'm going to make a switch into Heatran. If he has the Fire Blast, he's going to stay in. He does not have the Fire Blast. That's great. As I go into Heatran now, it looks like I pulled a crazy double switch. I really didn't. Now I'm going to pull a crazy double switch and actually go out into my... Ooh, I don't want to take an Ice Beam, though. Don't want to take an Ice Beam. That's not something I want to be doing. I'm just going to go out into Hazard now, because Water Hazard can actually take on the Melodic. He goes into ORAS. We can... Wow, we seem like we're savages. We do seem like we're savages right now. I'm just going to go for an Aqua Jet and actually do 76% to that thing. That's great. He might have Freeze Dry. Oh my god, he does. And wow. 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 We just got killed. We just got fucking manhandled right there. He can outspeed us. We don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to go for a BP. Some Melodic. That's not that bad, honestly. Just kind of... Could U-turn. He does outspeed us, though, so I don't want to take that Scald. What wants to take that Scald, though? What honestly wants to take that Scald? And you're going to Sceptile. As he makes a switch out into Gengar. It's interesting. He can just go for a Sludge Wave here. I'm going to make a switch out into Kartoffel because I don't want to take a Willow. I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb. So what we just saw as... Could go for Flash Cannon, predicting Altaria. He's not going to go into Altaria, though. And Altaria really walls Mega Sceptile. He's going to go for Fire Blast. Just going to click the Fire Blast of Destruction. Goes to Melodic, and we miss. Lovely. Lovely. I actually don't think we can win this game. I think we have a huge problem on our hands. Like, we need to get up our rocks, and I know switching into a Scald with this thing isn't the best thing, but I need to get on my Stealth Rocks right now. I really have to do it. If I was... Lumberry SD, maybe it'd be better right now, but that's what I had to do right there. And now I just have to go into Mega Me. He doesn't have the Ice Beam, judging by how he's not switching out. And now I switched out last time. The switch is very obvious. I'm just gonna go for Dragon Pulse this time. See how much it does. It does 76%. I don't think he's gonna go. He does go for Shadow Ball this time. I predicted that right. As now, I'm just going to click Dragon Pulse again. He does go out into Skarmory, which is fine with me because I can go for an HP Fire. And I think HP Fire will take him out. As it does, so the Skarmory does go down there. So great job on Mega Sceptile's part. Rocks will not be on our side, and Rocks are there to stay for him. So he goes into Altaria now. He has the Body Slam set, so I can actually just go back into Scizor. He did not stay in on my Scizor, so I know he doesn't have the Fire Blast, so he doesn't have any way of taking down my Scizor with this thing. Except if you paralyze me. I'm just going to U-turn out right here. As he does go into Gengar, he actually sacks off the Gengar right there, so that's fine with me. I'm just going to get more leftovers. Recovery goes to 73% as he now goes into Melodic. I can take a Scald very easily with this thing. I can actually just go for a Roost right here. I know I can take that Scald, and we're going to get it back up to full. He can't actually burn us now, so me being paralyzed isn't the worst thing in the world. I can just U-turn out now. Just 23%. We get paralyzed this time. Do I want to keep this thing at full? No. I don't mind if I take another Scald. I just want to U-turn out. Go into Sceptile and fire off a Leaf Storm. That's really what I want to do. Just going to go into Sceptile. Altaria is going to be at like 75%, but I'm clicking Leaf Storm this time. Don't want to overpredict. He goes into Altaria. Let's see how much this does. Is it a special defensive set? Oh, that did a decent amount. Wow. He's definitely going to go for a Roost right here, as I can just go out into Proto. Melodic is kind of getting worn down. We have a problem with Mega Altaria and the Melodic core right now because it's just tanking us, but we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to U-turn out right here. He actually stays and goes for Earthquake, makes a good play. We get paralyzed though, which actually helps us out. We are going to Roost up here though, as I hope we don't get paralyzed. We do not, which is good for us. And honestly, now I'm going to BP, as he does go into Melodic. Good play on his part. Very good play on his part. He played around my Scizor perfectly there. I'm just going to U-turn out though, as he goes for a Scald, so he's letting his Melodic get nice and worn down. Just what I like to see. The fact that that only did 20% though concerns me. This is a physically defensive spread then. And if he's a physically defensive spread, I'm going to go to Calc real quick. See what Latios is. OU Life Orb against a Melodic. UU defensive. Draco will actually take it out. I'm going to go into Lufthansa. And he knows a Draco will take him out, so I'm actually going to click the Psyshock right here. As he does go into Altaria, so we made the good prediction. If he's not physically offensive, that is a 2-hit KO. Fantastic. That is what we needed to break his core. And the ORAS goes down to Rocks. And he's going to go out into Celebi. So this thing's our win condition now. And we can just... I'm just going to go into Sharknado. It doesn't really do anything for me this battle, as he sets up a Substitute. What set is this? Fire Blast it. I can definitely break the sub with a Fire Blast. I know that for a fact. If he's sub Baton Pass, that could be somewhat... Okay, well that misses. So he's a bulky set. Oh my lord. Why? Why? Gonna go for the Fire Blast again. If he goes out into Melodic here, I think I can actually take a +2 Scald, as he is going to go for a Baton Pass. Definitely going to go into Melodic now. Last ditch effort to come back in this game, I'm guessing. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. Do a lot to him, or I can just Dragon Tail him out. I don't like how he has +2 Melodic out here, so Dragon Tail is my better play. Get him out into Altaria. We can definitely outspeed Altaria if it is not invested in speed. We go for Earthquake, take it out. So that core is now officially broken. I think that's going to be the game. GG. Yeah. GG, man. And I think that is how we're going to end the video. So, guys, if you did enjoy the OU Live and the suspect of Hoopa Unbound being banned, I'd really appreciate if you did comment, like, rate, and subscribe. I'll definitely try to do more in the suspect as it's going on. I'll try to ladder up and eventually vote. I don't know what I would vote yet, but I do know that Hoopa's a very powerful Pokemon. But it is manageable, so it is questionable right now. But anyways, guys, I am SceptileMC or George, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.